So I know it's been a while since I mentioned my RPG that I was working on when I had that trailer out earlier. So I'm going to do an actual map demo today because it's been quite a while, and I just want to keep everybody updated with where I am with it. It actually does take a huge amount of time to do it, and at this point I've basically got a quarter of the terrain done, but that's pretty easy. Like 90% of the heroes done, the save system is done, and the items need to be done, and quests are a little bit done. So why don't I go and I'll create game and I'll demo it out. So you can see I have a little bit of a cinematic here to kind of bring players in, and the basic idea of my RPG is that you're on some sort of world that you have no idea why you're here, kind of like you were teleported or something. Sort of between sci-fi and fantasy, because I found that making a map in Starcraft 2, making an RPG, you still have like Warcraft 3 tendencies to go fantasy. So I've kind of kept it sort of blurred what time frame it's in. So after the cinematic, you have a little choose save slot thing here, and this is the first town, by the way. And these icons should be gold and silver, sort of like WoW uses, but the icons only seem to replace sometimes. It's sort of weird. So you have two slots to save in, and this all uses banks. I mean, and using like printing out a line of text to it and using some hopefully security anti-cheat stuff. But we'll see how people manage to crack things. So slot 1, you can see I already had a hero because last game I played I went a bit crazy. Level 20 assassin. I was cheating using my cheat, which I will remember to take out before I publish this publicly. So I could load this guy. I can go back and go to slot 2 and make a new protector, magus, assassin, ranger, or engineer. And engineer is not fully done yet. So I'm actually going to load my, and I can delete him too. I'm going to load my level 20 assassin just so I can go through this without dying every 5 seconds, because there's not really many items in the game right now. As you can see, the map is not even fully done. There's one boss area here, and there's basically like that area. So I'm going to load this guy. It goes here. We got my level. Oops. Let's see. There he goes. Level 20. Got my abilities that I had. And the only thing that doesn't save is your quests, because I want you to be able to redo them or redo boss quests and stuff. So you can see the camera's locked. My guy moves insanely fast. This is a little bit older version where agility actually increases movement speed, which is actually a bad thing, because when you're at level 20, you can see my guy moves way too fast. And this RPG basically has 4 stats for your guy, and your guy goes to level 30. And each class levels these up at a different rate. You have an inventory here where you have a weapon, armor slot, and then boots and a trinket, which will be later on. So the weapon, you can see I've got a nice tooltip set up here. The assassin uses daggers, and then I got DPS there. I had to type that in. It was kind of a pain. But you can drop it, and you can see I got models done by Feos, who made like cut off pieces of models, and even the leather armor. It's nice like that. And I turned on tooltips, so you can do that. And one day I will release this map publicly after I put it on Battle.net, because I don't want to release it and have the save load code tampered with, so people can figure it out. So anyways, the ability system is, when you level up, you get to choose one of these new abilities, and each ability has 10 levels, 10 ranks, and you can train them every 3 levels, and each ability you can learn from level 1. So it's really how you craft yourself, because you only have 30 actual hero levels, and there's about 70 total points here, so there'll be quite big variations between different heroes, between different players. So somebody might level up these 2 in this one, and somebody else might do these 3, so that's kind of how I've made it, which is why it's taking so long to do hero abilities. So anyways, I have Crippling Dagger, Meditation, which I should turn on. Gives me health regen. Quick Strike is sort of like a lightning charge. Poison Powder is sort of an area poison thing. And Cloak, which, yeah, I'll Cloak. Cloak doesn't drain your energy, but it just makes you a bit slower, even though I'm insanely fast right now. And as you can see, when I ran by this guy, I got my first quest by accident. And his name's Rotide. There's actually a meaning behind that name, if you figure it out. Props to you. And this thing that was electrocuting me is actually just a little healing thing. Healing my mana, my energy and my health. And here's the item shop. These are weapons for the other classes and armors for the other classes. So I haven't actually put anything beyond the first level weapons and any sort of health potions yet. And I'm going to go get the second quest here. So I got 2 quests up here, and if you mouse over I should have some descriptions. Okay, that's embarrassing, I don't. Some other ones will. So right outside of town you see the little cracks here, and I made the tooltip so it's nice on them. And now you can see 14's left. It updates here too. And let me start killing some, and it dropped a little cracked tusk there. And if I open my inventory I can see I have it here. And now I'm down to 13 here. So I'm just going to go demo some abilities. Crippling Dagger, you can see it'll shoot a little dagger out. And it's supposed to stun them, but because it did so much, because it's such a high level, it's just owning them. And Poison Powder is kind of cool. It does like damage over time. Everything's basically killing at this point, so let's see, Critical Strike, I should turn that on too. Quick Strike, let's see, that's what it does, it just kind of blasts into the guy and kills him. So anyways, you do your quest. I'll do this quickly so you can see how the questing system works. And it's on a per player basis, so somebody else was doing this quest, they'd have to do it separately from you. It's not like a global quest like Warcraft 3 had. And that's the great thing about objectives in Starcraft 2. And I can see return to Rotide, so I'm going to go return. He's got a gold question mark now. And he gives me some 10 silver. And now he gives me a second quest to kill Martul, like the Karak leader. And actually, that sounds like Karak leader. That's kind of funny, but never mind. If I go close to this guy, it'll return 3 of my Hound Tusks, so now I'm down to 3 on there. And you can keep questing and so on. And so you level up here, you do the quest chain, and eventually it would lead you to the secondary here where you kill some sand roaches, and then which I can probably just own in like 2 seconds here. Quick strike this guy. Poison Powder would be good right now, but and Cloak, by the way, comes off when you attack, so sort of like WoW's. This map's sort of like a combo of WoW and Diablo, I think, and Warcraft 3 heroes. Because it is like action RPG, but it's also got some WoW-ish elements to it. And there's going to be a second town right here, which is not done at all right now. And up along this beach, there's some more quests related to this, which I should go find the NPC for it. Who is? Wow, I moved way too fast. He is up here, which is actually conveniently named Sixen, and some of you know who that is. So he's got me 1 quest here. He's depressed actually, and he needs some supplies for his boat, which you can find along the beach. Collect them, and then bring it back to him, and it'll update that. And then after that, he'll give you a quest to kill these Hydralisks, and then he'll give you a quest to kill these caster units in the forest here, which are shooting me down. And then after that, he'll give you a quest to go in here and fight the champion. And this is sort of like a WoW dungeon sort of setup, where you come into a dungeon with your buddies here, and there's some tips how it works. And then you come in, you clear a few of the guys in here, which I don't really take much damage from. And pretty much all of my monster names are inside jokes relating to Blizzard or sc2mapster.com. Like, for instance, I'm pretty sure everybody knows who this boss guy, what that name is from the forums. Blizzard employee guy. So when you approach him, he's going to go nuts. And I should probably, maybe I'll use Poison Powder. And I'll quick strike him. Come on, don't die. Yes, I got 1. And not luckily, in the final version, when I actually finish this, you'll get good items and so on. But right now, pretty beta version of this map, so no unique items yet. And you can exit once you win, and you're out. And then you have to work your way back out here and go return to Sixen and complete the quest, which you have if you did the chain. So, I mean, I decided not to save quests because you'd want to come back and redo it to gain levels or whatever. But I mean, you do have to go through the chain again to get back to the boss quest. But I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I'm anticipating that people will probably just like do boss runs for items and unique items and stuff. I'm going to return another one of these, which I just picked up. So that's the basic gist of my RPG. It's sort of just trying to combine like basic elements, you know, just good item collection, unique items, heroes with cool abilities. Sort of, in a way, I kind of went for sort of custom builds. Like WoW uses talent trees to keep everybody different, and Diablo uses the spell trees. And what I'm doing is just saying you have 7 abilities here. You can train whatever you want to, but you have a maximum of 30 points to spend. So somebody was definitely going to go like this, and somebody else might go this, or might spread it evenly. So it's up to what the player wants. And maybe I'll probably add some way to purchase, like to retrain all your spells, so that'll keep gold to have some value later in the game. Unlike Diablo 2, which suffers from the fact that gold doesn't really have a value. And I will be doing some sort of PvP system later, probably just an arena you enter through the back of town or something, and 1v1 basically. At this point, that's what I'm looking forward to. And I think that's all I want to demo. I mean, there's not much more to an RPG than this, but it's a lot of work even to get it to this stage, and the saving part especially. It's like a giant trigger that is not pretty at all, but and the heroes, doing the hero abilities just takes so long. And right now they don't even have proper descriptions. Like I want to have this actually say how much damage it does, but because that takes time too, I have to reference all the values and make the numbers in here correct. So right now it just says deals damage, so it's sort of generic for my beta testing here. And the other cool thing about Starcraft 2 is that your spells can do like range damage or melee damage, just like a weapon would. So if you have any items that add to range damage, they could actually affect spells too. So you can have plus spell damage items, which is a huge upgrade over Warcraft 3, where in Warcraft 3 you could have weapons that give you plus to damage, your weapon damage, but you couldn't really modify spells. So at a certain point, a melee hero would become way more powerful than a mage hero. But in StarCraft 2, we can actually modify spell damage as well through items. So that's going to be a hugely cool thing. The only thing I haven't figured out is how to do plus healing, because healing just modifies a unit's HP to be higher. So, but other than that, I hope everyone enjoyed this demo. I wanted to keep everybody updated and know that I am working on this map, but it does take quite a bit of time to put together an RPG of this quality, because I don't want to release it out half done. And at least the big thing for me was to get all the heroes done, and then I'm going to start getting some more terrain done, and then some items, and then I might release it and then sort of iteratively keep adding new areas as people play it. But I want to get enough base stuff done so that it's a pretty good game from the get-go. So anyways, thanks for watching this demo, and hope you look forward to this map.